Breaking news that you've just received, and this is about residents who are calling on police to intervene and address a situation whereby at Kwabulo in Mombasa currently they're running for their lives following a re-emergence of a gun-wielding criminal gang. Residents of Kwabulo, Mombasa currently running for their lives following the re-emergence of a gun-wielding criminal gang, and the members of the gang have launched attacks as we're speaking against innocent residents. Shops have closed down and the area has remained deserted. That's the breaking news we've just received. There is no mention of whether the police have arrived in the area. Let me just go through this again. Residents of Kwabulo in Mombasa County are currently running for their lives following the re-emergence of a gun-wielding criminal gang. Members of the gang have launched attacks against innocent residents in that area. Shops have closed and the area remains deserted. We'll definitely keep tabs on this and give you more details as soon as we get more information on this story. It's not the first time that this has happened. It's not the first time this has happened in Mombasa County. We've reported this not once or twice, but severally about criminal gangs in that particular area forcing senior police officers and the administration, especially even from the Interior Ministry, to visit the area and talk about the insecurity in that particular region. So far, we are going to be speaking to Kevin Mutai, a reporter who is in Mombasa. Kevin, are you joining us on phone? Tell us what's happening where you are.
Well, thank you so much, Harry. At around 8 this evening, we received phone calls from members of the public who were complaining of a criminal gang that has been causing mayhem in that particular areas of Kwabulo and Bamburi. This is a criminal gang that we are informed that are carrying machetes and are hacking people. So far, we are receiving reports, although these are unconfirmed reports, but we're told that at least more than 5 people have been injured during the attacks, and we're told that some of them have been rushed to nearest hospitals within the area to receive treatment. And according to sources within the law enforcement, is that we are receiving also reports that the police are currently combing the entire area within the vicinities of Kwabulo and Bamburi because they believe that those criminals are still within that area. And this is also then is something that has been happening in that area and the residents are probably thinking or rather claiming that this is the emergence of the criminal gangs that have been terrorizing them for quite some time, and they're relating this particular attack to two criminal gangs, that is Wale Wakwanza and Wakali Wao. But we will be speaking to the authorities to confirm if at all those criminal gangs, or rather either of them, is responsible for this evening attack. We are told that at least those people who have been injured, they are currently being attended to, and the police, as I said, are currently on the ground to try and find out more information of what happened. It's an incident that happened so quickly and occurred at around between 8 and 9 p.m. this evening, just before we started the broadcast. But Dennis Okari, we will still be keeping an eye, and of course we'll be talking to residents also, because according to one of the residents that I spoke to on phone, he told me that everybody was running up and down trying to secure or rather get to a safe place, and shops were closed. Everybody was rushing. It was just a mayhem, and currently, as I'm informed, is that the contingent of police officers have already arrived on the ground, and they are trying to make sure that sanity is back in that areas of Kwabulo and Bamburi, that is in Nyali constituency. Dennis.
Well, Kevin, before I let you go, the reports that are coming in is that this is a re-emergence of a gun-wielding gang, and you've just mentioned that they're carrying machetes. Do we know what type of injuries these 5 have had? The 5 people you've said have been injured? Is it bullet wounds or is it the machetes?
Well, okay, this is also another attack. Remember, I have done this story before, and these are the people who normally, they just attack you on the road. They find you. They don't even, some of them don't even steal from you. They just attack you. I think it's something that just trying to pass a message, just trying to instill fear to members of the community. But this is something that, of course, the authorities are saying that they are behind. They are really doing as much as they can to ensure that sanity is brought back to that particular area. It is an attack occurring that I can say it is somehow a way that the members of this criminal gang are trying to pass a certain message. Nobody knows why, because I don't know how they're trying to, what exactly they mean by giving, or rather by conducting such kind of attacks, because some of the victims that previously I have spoken to during previous attacks that we've managed to cover is that they have sustained several injuries in the head and even other parts of the body, but they sometimes come back and they talk to us. They tell us that they never lost anything to the gang, because it is just something that they just come by and attack. But of course, something that is a really key contributor to these criminal activities happening here within the areas of Bamburi and Nyali is the issue of drugs. According to most of the residents that we've spoken to, the criminal gang has members of ages between 15 and 24 years. These are young boys who are behind these attacks, and residents are saying that it is because they are under influence of either alcohol or drugs, and they're just on a rampage. Their intention is just to maim innocent Kenyans who are up and about their normal duties. Remember, this is a situation where people are getting home. That area is normally calm. We have plainclothes police officers. We've been having various contingents of different security forces patrolling that area. But it is something that, according to an official, a source that I spoke to this evening concerning the same matter from the authorities, he told me that they had the same kind of incident, and residents were complaining from the areas of Bamburi. And unfortunately, an hour later, I get another phone call from the areas of Kwabulo. So that means these are criminal gang operating specifically within those particular two areas of Kwabulo and Bamburi. But as I said earlier, the authorities are all over the place to ensure that sanity is brought back to those regions of Nyali.
Well, thank you, Kevin. That's Kevin Mutai reporting to us from Mombasa on this latest incident, which is breaking news. Residents of Kwabulo, Mombasa, currently running for their lives following the re-emergence of a criminal gang. These are two rival gangs, and Kevin, they are telling us that the ages range between 15 and 24, alluding to the fact that there's a drug issue and there's just an issue of these two rival gangs. 5 people have so far been injured. Police are taking charge, and they're in that particular area. This is in Bamburi, in Kisauni constituency in Mombasa County. This incident started between 8 and 9 this evening. So far, we're trying to put all the details together, and we'll definitely give you all the latest updates.